Certainly from a South African perspective, economic change within a country is inevitable, and currently South Africa can feel that more than ever as we face a technical recession. And while small businesses play such a key role in facilitating economic growth, they are often the first to feel the pinch, to feel those consequences. So this morning we are joined by our Nedbank financial expert, Shannon, who's here to guide us through how we need to survive economic change. Did I sound doom and gloomish there? It's, whenever we face these challenging times, it's not the first time we've been through it, and it's certainly not going to be the last, which says to me that we have to prepare from the beginning of owning a small business, that this is the landscape we're moving into. Yes. What is a technical recession, first of all? How will that knock-on affect the business?
It essentially just means there's less money being spent in society.
And less going around.
Less going around. And I don't think we needed to tell entrepreneurs that there was a technical recession because small businesses tend to feel these things even quicker than the large corporates. So there's less money sort of being spent at the moment. In fact, that's essentially it. That's what people need to understand. And in that type of environment, it obviously makes business plans a little bit more challenging to reach.
Getting capital is that much more difficult, but it also seems to inspire new ideas, a fresh approach. Often an entrepreneur needs those kind of challenges. So when we look at the consequences specifically for a small business, where do you see it really hitting home from a bank's perspective?
So, I think given that there's less money going around, small businesses need to think around the sales, their sales forecasts, and what's likely to happen now that we're in, and it's been named the technical recession. From a small business point of view, there's various things that they can do. It's probably not the best time to be increasing debt levels, unless you are convinced increasing debt levels is going to result in growth in your business and generate additional profitability for you. It's probably also a good time to maybe just reflect on some of your expenses. Probably not the best idea to cut those expenses that are going to impact on your client experience.
Yeah.
So client experience needs to be maintained.
Treasure what you've got.
In fact, in a recession, it's probably even more important to make sure you get the client experience right, because you want the limited resources that are available out there to come your way. And providing that great client experience is one of the ways of doing it. Don't become the cash flow funder of your suppliers. So when they come through to you looking for extended terms, it's probably because they're feeling a bit of a crunch themselves. Yeah. Resist the temptation to provide them with extra terms, because it's only going to impact on your cash flow. And it's suggesting to you that, in fact, they're falling in tough times as well. So you need to guard around those type of things when you're in a recession type of environment.
Where were you like 15 years ago, man? Where were you? I needed you then. When we talk about the Small Business Index, what does that provide?
It gives us a read as to how the small business community is feeling around the economy at large at the moment. And we've been tracking how small businesses feel about the economy and how they feel about the business environment for the last 4 years. Regrettably, we're at a low in terms of the level of confidence within small businesses at the moment. But again, we said before, entrepreneurs are optimistic by their very nature, and thank goodness for it. So it will reverse, but they're falling on hard times at the moment, and they're telling us that through the confidence measure that we undertake.
So then let's talk brass tacks here. How do we manage our cash flow? What do we really need to take into account to protect ourselves, to ease that burden a little bit?
So as I mentioned a little earlier, you've got to make sure that what you're invoicing translates into cash a little bit quicker. Some of the things that small businesses can also do, if you're sitting with cash, use that cash wisely, because there's probably the people that you're receiving goods from could do with that cash. Yeah. And it puts you in a powerful position to do things such as negotiate discounts by paying other people earlier. Don't do it to the extent that it's going to sort of hinder you from being able to sort of run your operations.
Strengthen partnerships.
But you may be able to increase your margins when other people are desperate to have cash by paying them early, if you're in the fortunate position that you're sitting with cash.
I love that, man. And I think if I can add to that, be positive. Yeah. You have to start with yourself. If you're putting out that positive image, that makes you that much more attractive. Protect those partnerships that you have, and of course rely on the partners that you have that are there with the right kind of advice and tools. And managing and growing your business during economic change, it may be a challenge, but Nedbank's expertise can support and guide you through your financial decisions, and most importantly, equip you with the right tools and assist with lowering your administrative burdens. So for more information, I really do advise you to stop by nedbank.co.za/business.
I'm an entrepreneur, a game changer. Now, I need my money to up its game. for my business.
Get a new generation small business bundle and save up to 40% on banking fees. See money differently. Nedbank.